All right, sounds good. Well, welcome everybody then to STCN versus Rain winners bracket. What 3.2? Yeah, 3.2. And let's take a look at STCN's setup. And they have with them a daring, second daring, a gearing with the unique upgrade, a range mod Stalin, Salem, unique upgrade Moskva, Minotaur. That's got to be radar. Yep, it is a Minotaur. A Schlieffen with secondary build and a Montana with a kind of quick scope secondary or sniper build. What do we have to the south there, Mr. Painter?
Yeah, Montana has vigilance, which is an interesting one. So red team, usually I just do like the team lineups, but we'll start at the back with the battleships. We have a Kremlin at the back running vigilance, improved survivability, improved repair party readiness. DCP mod in slot 1. Never really been a fan of that on that. Same with the Burgoyne, he's also running DCP mod in slot 1. I like it on Montana and Vermont, you know, things with a very long duration damage control party, but
yes,
all the ships, it feels kind of weird. Des Moines with a little unique upgrade. We have a Moskva also running a unique upgrade along with improved survivability expert from Ovechkin. We have a Daring with a relatively standard looking build. Haragumo running the legendary module Aerosol Smoke Curtain as well as the Smoke mod in slot 2 plus AFT. We have I think, did they do this Moskva? I can't remember. It gets confusing, man. They've all like, you know, moved around each other in weird ways. The Minotaur is going to be running radar. And finally, the Alvaro de Bazan is running Swift in silence. And pretty much that's about it for all the fanciness.
Yeah, odd to see Swift in silence Alvaro, because when you get into a gunfight, don't you kind of want those guns?
Yes and no. So basically, your entire deal is with the Alvaro is you want to pump out the funny button and just be like dump, 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 dump. Yes, it affects the total reload of your funny button, but you're probably just planning on going for like a one and done with the Alvaro. Maybe you do a little bit of engage, then the one and done. So the DPM loss is kind of negligible as long as you get your initial salvo and then your funny button salvo in. So you're kind of all right with it, really.
And you know, as I've been playing Spanish cruisers in ranked, especially, I've been noticing that too. Like, where normally I might say I'm just going to keep farming, I find a lot of value in just unleashing everything and then just going dark for 35 seconds, right? So I can reposition before shooting again.
Well, the Alvaro's going to try not to go dark right now with the Minotaur shooting at him. The only way he's getting dark anytime soon is getting out of the radar or going underwater. It looks like he's taking very little damage, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Minotaur turned away, so, you know.
Well, there is a Burgoyne there.
Yes, that just did that.
Let's go over the deployments really quickly. Do you want to go over the green deployment, and then we'll move on to red, and then try and get into battle before anyone dies?
Yeah, usually I talk about deployment as we look at the ships and where they're going, and both teams opting for really sending even numbers to both sides, although I would say STCN is heavier at A, Rain is heavier at C, so at some point we will consume the toilet bowl maneuver, and not much going on at B.
Yeah, Alvaro, Minotaur, Burgoyne going to be the force for Rain at A. They're going to have a single Moscow south of B. A C cap, we've got literally everything else.
Look at C, look at C, look at C. Renamed user 6767 just barely dodges that torpedo. Good job, renamed user.
Twitch chat is once again asking, why are all these renamed users? It's like, well, somebody did an oopsie with the press accounts.
That's right. And then somebody else didn't read the announcement that says, please rename your press accounts before the tournament. So, oh well.
Several oopsies were made.
Yes, yes. So, getting back to the DCP mod discussion, I agree with you. I think I've seen it on ships like Kremlin or Schlieffen because of the limited number of DCP, charges, but still, I just don't see a lot of value in it, unless, like you said, it's an American ship because they have the expanded immunity anyways.
Yeah, so it's basically like, isn't the DCP mod, doesn't it just increase the duration of your damage control? That's the only thing, 40%, isn't it?
Yes.
So I find it okay if you want to extend the immunity duration on something with a long duration anyway, but especially on Schlieffen, I'm not a fan of it for the simple fact that I would much rather have the bonus HP, especially to your torpedo tubes. Because as we all know, low rolling is not fun.
Yeah, so for anything with torpedoes, I always recommend when I do replay analysis that you take in slot 1 main battery, right? Main armaments mod, because you definitely want those torpedoes to survive no matter what. And Schlieffen loses torpedoes very easily.
Yeah, well, I suppose you do have the option of going secondary survivability in your sleeve, but even that seems weird. I would much rather just go main armament survivability on pretty much every ship in the game.
When it comes to it, when you want your torpedoes, you need those torpedoes available. I don't know about you, but one of the most frustrating things in playing a torpedo-armed battleship is going to use those torpedoes, and then they just magically disappear at the exact moment you're about to click.
Speaking of clicking, there is currently a Moscow radar at CCAP, and Entaro and his daring is being clicked on by Daring in Moscow, so he's not having very much fun right now.
Yeah, it'll buff out. He's got a heal.
He has one more heal, yes.
Yep. And meanwhile, we got the Haragumo and Des Moines moving up, getting on the broadside of Jailer No Excuses Salem.
Yeah, that's ouch.
I love the new effects with the overpens, though. That looked awesome.
It gets a little bit silly sometimes with the Minotaur ricochets. I don't know if you've I don't know if you've watched that at all.
Oh yeah. Speaking of silly, can you imagine if one of those ricochets becomes an anti-air flak burst?
I have seen that. It took me completely by surprise, and I just saw a shell exploding in the air next to me.
Good times. So STCN does grab the A-cap. No, never mind. Minotaur Radar says, no, no, no.
Minotaur just sitting just outside of the opposing Minotaur's range. Its counter radar's going to come in. Montana salvo going to be looking. Actually, no, I think Montana's already used the salvo. Whoa! Well. The Minotaur definitely didn't enjoy that, did he?
No. He definitely did not. But wait, there's more. Because there's a Stalingrad Yukibot also, I'm sure, looking for a shot right now.
Oh, Darren taking actually a lot worse from that than I was expecting.
Yep, there's the Stalingrad salvo. Chunks him down quite nicely. Montana cells.
The Minotaur was shooting out the back of the smoke, so he's now bloom spotted. Because, you know, bloom mechanics are a little bit weird in this game sometimes.
Yep, he miscalculated when he left the smoke, so now he gets to be clicked on for an extra 20 seconds. And Stalingrad.
Get out of there.
One more salvo coming in, possibly from Montana? Yes? No?
It would be blind at this point. But,
yes,
well, you watch a lot of blind fire on the Minotaurs, so yeah. Back over at the 910 line, there's a Kremlin going for a walk.
Oh, that walk's been prepped for a while. The big thing, I think, the bigger part is the Schlieffen coming out in front of the Des Moines and Haragumo together. Which, rip his torpedo tubes, you know?
Let's go have a look. How much health are they on?
One is already disabled. Oh,
okay,
now
it's permanent.
We both saw that at the same time. Jailer No Excuses Salem, though, is not long for this world.
No, he's had to like make evasive maneuvers away from an angry Kremlin. Speaking of evasive maneuvers,
I know.
Angry Kremlins,
I'm seeing this.
Face.
Oh, Montana kills the Moskva. That was in B-cap. Nice hit there from the Kremlin, but not enough to kill him. That was. Nice trade, though.
Things are getting a little bit explodey over here, aren't they? Now that Schlieffen turned out, he's being farmed by the Haragumo and Des Moines still.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why the Schlieffen turned out.
I'm not sure either. My guess is he probably wanted to make sure that the Kremlin died no matter what.
True, but he's going to die for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the problem, was that the Daring dies. The torpedoes hadn't quite hit yet, so instinctively he probably turned to go bow in just to be safe and ensure that the Kremlin doesn't survive and then just one-shot him, you know, because he's broadside at that point.
Well, the Schlieffen's alive for now, but I'm not sure for how much longer, considering Moskva, Des Moines, and Haragumo are going to be looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
The Daring is currently approaching the stern of the Moskva.
Yep, I'm watching Antara right now.
The Moskva is now reversing to try and get onto the Daring. Oh god, that's a mess.
It's just angry staring going on right now.
Well, angry staring and then a Minotaur on a smoke screen.
Yeah, he's just killing his mouse. Poor mouse. Schlieffen has torpedoes coming in on him. One last kiss. And his Hydro is down. He's going to take one. No.
Nope.
Wow. That was close.
That's why you're an acceleration module.
Yes.
It's just looking at the Des Moines, just like, alright, which way around the rock do I go right now? There's an angry sleep in there.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, too, you know, One Last Kiss is a bit of a battleship main for STCN. We've seen him do crazy things last weekend in, was it Yamato? But unfortunately, not so much this time in Schlieffen.
Well, he's a little bit dead. He's a little bit dead.
A little bit dead.
I hate when I'm a little bit dead. Terrible. Bad for your health.
Mm-hmm.
So, this looks to be like about time for some of that toilet bowl action that you were talking about, because everybody is now regrouping towards the south of B. The north of B is just completely empty.
Yep. If you were to draw a line across the kind of no man's land between both teams, you can see STCN kind of has a little bit more board control right now. They've got 2 caps, but they are down 1 ship. Soon to be 2.
Also down a lot of HP.
Yeah. Although Rain is down even more HP, so... Still anybody's
they still
game.
have a battleship floating around.
Yeah, this Montana that's just kind of chilling in the middle of the B cap, like, hey guys, come at me.
Yeah, that exists. There's a slight Montana issue. Burgoyne is basically on the map, but I think he's trying to get broadside on the Stalingrad. Like, the Burgoyne hasn't shot in a while, and he's been, like, slowly working his way over here.
Yep. This is how you play Burgoyne. You play it as a larger Henri. You get on the flank, you wait until you've got that opportunity, and then you unleash shell with reload booster. He's fired, but the Stalingrad isn't quite broadside. He's actually turning smartly. Yeah, that doesn't really do much.
There's nobody that really have a crossfire with him either. Although, well, there is Minotaur torps and Alvaro torps for a crossfire, but...
Yeah. So I feel like that renamed user started his shot a little bit too early.
Maybe the plan was to make him turn so he'd eat the torpedoes.
That's always a possibility. And, you know, later on, he could definitely say, I meant to do that. Although they do fizzle. First wave. To see what the second wave does. Do they have the legs? They do. 1, maybe 2? 2 torpedoes. Yes, he definitely meant to do that. That's why he shot there.
Yes, definitely. He's baiting him into torpedoes. It's a fantastic maneuver. So
Yuki
now
is
that Stalin's
still
gonna die.
Yeah, he didn't even have a DCP available, so that's it for him. Lua Boy, quite low, still continuing to shoot. Gearing right next to it. Seth, it's about time. Actually had smoke available, but he's not using it because of all the radar hydro and stuff anyways.
Yeah, it's in Des Moines Hydro right now.
Yep, so there he goes. And the Montana that was walking through B has decided to go north of B. And the problem with that is that the Des Moines knows he's there. Des Moines just going to go into the B cap, and look at all the food he's going to have. He's got a
nice
gearing.
Gearing to shoot at. There's a Minotaur.
Yeah.
There's even this Daring up here as well, who, well, he's alright for now, but...
I don't understand.
This Montana goes around the back, and the Des Moines just goes forward. Ouch, and there goes half the Minotaur's HP. Moscow said hello. Or the Burgoyne said hello. I don't know who said. Everyone's saying hello,
Everybody's
actually.
saying hello.
Gearing desperately trying to gun down the Des Moines, not getting very much out of that one. Minotaur as well.
At that point, you go for the ram. He didn't have any torpedoes, obviously, so that's oof. So, this game is all but over. I'll tell you, the early stages of the game looked really strong for STCN, but Rain owns the late stage. And you see that here.
Yeah, like, the hard committal of the Schlieffen, like, definitely... Well, there was just hard committing all the way down the 9-10 line. It was just, like... I just want to have, like, a Kevin moment, by the way, about this Montana. He's funny! No, okay.
I mean, unfortunately for this Montana, there's nothing much that can happen. He's just going to take the Russian torpedo. And here it goes.
Well, you get to die hard.
Yes, because ramming flag, but... Wow. Okay. Alright, well, technically the Montana gets to kill the Moskva, so that's cool.
Yeah, he just needs to work on another 6 ships, and he's good.
He's currently surrounded. There's a few memes that I'm thinking about right now.
He's in a target-rich environment.
And Taro is just... He's gonna get spotted once. And there he goes. Des Moines kills the Montana by shooting him up the butt. And,
You get a nice
just...
death kick out with that one.
Oh yeah. Wow. Nice looking camo, though, for that Montana, huh?
Well, that was a slightly dominant performance. Once it turned around, like, at the start, not so dominant, and then it just, like, all started very rapidly collapsing for STCN. It kind of went a little bit badly for them.
Yes, absolutely, it did, Painter. Absolutely.
Let's get the teams the wrong way around.
Hey, I did the same thing.
Hey.
Oh, God. All right, would you like to start us off today?
You can lead us, it's fine.
Okay, well, let's get into round 2 then. STCN versus Rain. Best of 3. STCN wanting to win this to force a tied-up situation and a game 3, which we all love. And they are bringing with them on Shatter a Yu Yang, looks like it's radar, yep. A Z52. There's the Trump. We were just talking about that, Painzer.
I still don't like us.
Yeah, a non-unique...
slot full.
Yes, well, I mean... Like I said, if you're just going to sail it to the middle of the map and call death down from the sky for the whole game, that's about all you're going to do with it, right? Mm. For cruisers, they've got a Venezia that's not unique upgrade. Interesting. They've got a Colbert with range, unique upgrades, a Moskva, range Salem, One Last Kiss reprising his role in the Schlieffen again. Full secondaries this time. Full secondaries. And a Kremlin heading on down towards the A-cap. What do we got opposing them to the south with Rain, Painzer?
Excellent question. Let's go have a look. So, starting off with Sheepan and Shimakaze running Legendary Module Swift and Silence. We have the Daring next to that, who's running a relatively standard build. Another Daring next to that, running also a very standard build. We have Harugumo running the Legendary Module, plus Smokescreen mod in slot 3, plus AFT. We have a Minotaur with that. That's going to be a Radar Minotaur, who's expecting a lot of torpedo talents, actually, surprisingly. I guess he just plans to be doing a little bit of torpedo back and forth and not much shooty-shooty.
Probably.
Montana on the DCP mod in slot number 1. And finally, the Schlieffen, who's running full secondary. Yes, apparently both Schlieffens are choosing to run fire prevention over the extra heal. Yeah.
Yep. Although the difference is the Rain user, is using DCP mod in slot 1 instead of Aux mod, which is what One Last Kiss is using.
Yeah, so let's go have a quick look at the difference in the torpedo tube HP rolls. Like, if we look at the Rain, like, look at the front left one on the Rain Schlieffen. That's a 400 roll. Look at the back right. That's a 368 roll. Those are some bad HP rolls on that Schlieffen. Meanwhile, if we go over the STCN Schlieffen, who has the talent, well, he's rolled kind of garbage as well, so it's fine. But wow, these are some garbage HP rolls on all of these Schlieffen tops.
It really is. And you said the talent. Remember, he's got auxiliary mod.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
He doesn't have main armament, so he doesn't get the extra hit points.
Yeah, it's, ouch.
Yep. Well, whatever. That's fine. Less torpedoes. The other thing, too, did you look at the Moskva's setup? Renamed user, Moskva down in, what is it? Golf 5?
The DCP mod slot 1 mod? No, where is he?
No. Moskva, south of the Daring. By B.
Oh, yeah, consumable mod.
Consumable mod. and reload mod. Both things you're... I'm scratching my head on that a bit. I guess they expect him to be in the middle, but...
Leg mod loses value the closer you are to your target, and reload mod starts to shine a bit more. If you're this close, I think reload mod is a superior option. And again, if you're planning on being spotted for the entire game, then I suppose consumable mod, you get a little bit extra time on your heal, a little bit extra time on your DCP, Hydro, and Radar as well. Sure, why not?
I suppose so, and you're not gonna... You know you're gonna be spotted all the time anyway, so who cares about concealment? Z52 gets the A cap for STCN. I'll lose some good hit points for his trouble.
And of course, Z52 not going to have a heal to get any of that back, unlike the Darings.
Yep.
Who are currently being shot at in the middle because he's caught inside... Oh, was he just hard spotted by the Trump?
He was hard spotted by the Trump, yep. And then the Moskva's radaring. Okay.
That Colbert is gonna be an issue for that Moskva.
What? Probably.
What salvo just hit the Trump?
I saw that too. I think that was Schlieffen. I think that might have been Schlieffen. It's hard to tell.
It might be Montana.
Either way, this Trump is, yeah, not feeling good.
No, he's gonna have a bad time. So the Trump now has this awkward situation where he can't actually spot the Moskva anymore, so he can't really find a good direction to airstrike him. They're gonna need the team. I suppose the Z52 can maybe find an angle to spot it. That's gonna be awkward. You have to go through that gap, which,
Now, meanwhile, I'm looking over at the seaside on the 10 line. A little bit of, radar death snail action going on. And STCN being forced back a little bit from it. But C-Cap is actually wide open right now. And I don't know if Akitsuki knows that because he hasn't radared yet.
I mean, you have to extend yourself a lot. And with that Montana there, I don't know if you want to be risking yourself in front of that Montana walking around in your face. Oh, he radars now. He realizes, oh wait, it's just the Montana here.
Right. So I'm just saying, there's an opportunity for him to go in and possibly get it for free, especially if the Minotaur is in smoke and the Haru is in smoke. So, or at the very least, you can see the Yu Yang is already just going straight to C. So that works too. Just call the Yu Yang in. Hey guys, free cap.
But Moscarito did pick up the Daring in B, and the Colbert got a lot of damage out onto him.
Accidental radar goodness.
I'm not sure it was accidental or intentional. It was probably intentional, because you just call, hey, there's something in B, Moscow, use your radar. It was probably intentional radar.
Well, either way, very good use of that radar. I don't know if you saw STCN's Kremlin going through the A-cap and then just turned away. Pretty ballsy move.
I'm currently watching him. He's like, yeah, you know what? That's probably not the best. I think he was looking for the Moskva or something like that.
He smacked the Des Moines once. I think he was looking to get a good shot on that Des Moines. But then he was forced out with all the torpedoes and stuff.
Spent a lot of HP for that, like. Moscow radar comes out once again. We'll be locating Trump, Z52, Schlieffen, and Colbert. They're trying to get the killing blow on this Trump here. He's actually got a lot of shells coming in. Is he going to be able to duck behind this little cubby?
Yeah, he's fine. The bigger problem is he's got nowhere else to really go for a while, so he's just going to have to, I don't know, have a sandwich.
Does that Daring have a lovable angle on? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Alright, well, Yu Yang does grab the C-cap for free. Venezia continues to stay up the 10 line. Is spotted.
Yeah, but he's not really at risk of anything. There's only Montana there that can do any damage at this angle. Minotaur's not doing anything to him.
Right. Now, I like the deep water torps idea on the Montana, but I mean, come on. You lost the cap. It's either the Moskva or the Yu Yang that went in there. So, why would you sit there?
You never know.
That is true, I suppose.
So Z-52 once again going to be sitting hydroing the Daring. I think this is the plan. Basically, you have the Z-52 hydro lock this Daring, and then the Trump airstrike comes in. But well, let's see. Does he get anything on this? Nope.
Dutch oven.
It's not really much of a Dutch oven. It's more of like a Dutch toaster on the Trump. The
Yeah.
the blue's the full oven. This is more of a toaster.
Yeah. That's true. Or like it's a Dutch pan, or I don't know.
The
Dutch
mine
baking
on
sheet.
the mine on the one line just got whacked. Kremlin, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the sheep is under fire too now on Luboy's Salem radar.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sheep's not having fun right now.
Nope.
That's a Colbert. Colberts are bad for destroyer's health.
Sheep does go dark, and he pulls forward and sees the opportunity to get the heck out.
Yeah, there are Z torpedoes there, but I think he's too fast to be worried about those.
So it looks like they've rotated the Trump out. They're realizing they're not getting any real use out of that Trump.
Where do you send it now?
Yeah. I mean, you go to A and luck chuck torpedoes. Honestly, that's the best thing that can happen for that Trump anyway. You know,
Maybe go try and airstrike the mine or something? I don't know.
Yeah, you got that ability too. I mean, they're 12-kilometer torps, and he's got adrenaline rush, so yay for that.
Well, he's fully spec'd into his airstrike build, so he probably wants to be using that.
Of course.
But where?
The other part of the problem with that too is when you use that airstrike, you tell the enemy team where you are. You know, hey, the Trump's over here. So, Schlieffen on Schlieffen action at B.
The Schlieffening has begun.
That's right.
They're having a schloff, which is a Schlieffenoff.
Okay.
Alright, who's going to lose their torpedo troops first?
I was just about to say, renamed user already has a stunned torpedo tube on the right side.
Oh, don't use the stun word. The community will be like, oh, no, we've got PTSD from that.
Oh, Shima kills the Z-52.
Ah, yes. Hydro destroyers and eating torpedoes. Need more accounting duo.
Yep. So that's going to make, that's really going to put A in firm control of Rain. I don't see how STCN can find a way into that. Look at all the torpedoes crisscrossing B right now.
Yeah, it's you'd think that they could, like, you know, connect with each other and, like, explode, which would be kind of cool, but no.
All that ordnance wasted because this guy's just going to go right behind the island anyways. Good job, renamed user.
I think renamed user is going to be the star player in this game.
I think so too, as renamed user is about to take torpedoes from renamed user's Schlieffen.
I think, well, yeah, it doesn't have Hydra up right now.
This does not. But of course, those torpedoes are spotted.
They are.
All
Front
right.
wave, however.
Yep. Close.
Does the Yu Yang realize there's a Montana just around the corner from? He does. Okay, he has a radar. He discovers these things.
Yep.
All a little bit messy.
It's extremely messy. Now, Colbert is using French radar on renamed user's Daring. Getting some good hits. He's almost got the kill. Daring is out of heals.
He's not quite out of HP, though. Ooh.
No, he actually pulls away because Jailer was forced to duck in for cover. That's going to allow the Daring to survive.
You got the map border for the rest of the battle.
That's right. That's right. You go order us pizza.
That's your job now. 13 minutes in, no, only one dead ship so far, by the way. Just the one Z-52 that ate torpedoes.
Yeah, and that was just a luck chuck torp that was meant for the Kremlin. So, I mean, hey.
Well, the Trump has apparently found his airstrike angle, and he's going for the Schlieffen now.
It's about time.
Good connection.
Yep. 2 torpedo tubes stunned on that one. Oh, no, Permid.
Oh yeah. And the
Neat.
other one's not looking healthy either. In
Nope.
front right.
Big
Oh, here
question
comes another
is,
DCP down.
can this Kremlin get an angle up? No, I don't think so. I haven't found that these airstrikes do much in the way of starting fires.
Surprising, considering glue bombs just seem to do all of the fires ever.
Right? Alright, he's gonna full forward and take a torpedo and die. There it is. See?
Yep,
Trump torpedo. What was I telling you about, huh? Right there. Boom.
There's a man of many armaments.
That's right. Minotaur now pushing into C-cap.
Yeah, there's a Moskva there. And a Venezia there. So he's going to go into Moskva Hydra. Or Venezia's going to be sat there with an AP salvo ready and waiting, I assume.
Let's
Venezia's
take a
still
look.
in range, right?
Yeah, he's in range. There's the fire. Shots, I should say.
The player just sits there and takes it. Okay, understandable.
He just stopped. I don't even think he was expecting those shells to come in and hit him, and then he's just like, what was that? That woke him up.
Yeah. How big are Venezia's guns? I was going to say 203mm shells will do that, but I can't remember if he's actually 203s.
I want to say they are.
We'll pretend they are. Yeah, 203mm shells will wake you up.
That's right.
Well, you're being slapped by one of those in the morning, but can't say it's comfortable.
Nope.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
See who this Kremlin is shooting at.
5 minutes remaining on the game clock.
Pretty long battle, and STCN actually in the lead points-wise right now.
They are.
That would force us to a game 3. I'm kind of excited about that thought.
I'm just trying to look for like potential kills and things that like Rain can get to even get back in. Oh, well, they've got the Kremlin potentially.
Yeah.
Kremlin, I think, just eating a torpedo there. Question: No, did he eat a torpedo? Or did that hit the island?
One last kiss just did. Forced out the DCP. Kremlin has one more charge of heal and DCP left. Oh, this is the India camo. Yeah. Oof. What just shot him from the side there? Oh, yeah, the Des Moines.
Oh, look, flak burst.
That's right.
Wait, do you see the same ricochets as everybody else?
Yeah, you should.
Huh.
I mean, it would make sense, right? If the game calculates a ricochet, it would probably display that the same way. You'd hope, at least.
Well, I don't know. Hindsight animations, maybe? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. We can compare the replays. Salem, in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know why he decided to just go forward like this into his death, but he's doing it. I really don't get this choice. So I often talk about this when I do replay analysis. Ooh, there goes the Kremlin.
Yep, takes a daring flood.
Yep.
So that puts the points now in Rain's favor.
Mm-hmm. When you don't know what to do, generally, you just hit W. And you can't do that in a tournament. Because that happens. That Salem just threw his life away for free.
I think he was thinking he could get some sort of control and maybe kill the Minotaur or something. Maybe he was scared of the Des Moines pushing on top of him. Now the Des Moines has got the radar on the Trump, and oh god, it's all going a little bit pitong, isn't it?
Oh yes. So he had the radar going, and I feel like if it was a Des Moines, things might have been a little bit different, but he was a Salem, he had the T-Rex radar, so it is what it is.
Well, Schlieffen decided to walk around the corner into the face of Minotaur. Explodes the Minotaur. He's going to take a torpedo for his trouble, though, so that's that one's moot.
Yeah.
Moskva is walking around the corner onto a Montana.
And at that point...
Yeah, I don't think you want to be there.
No. And he should be using the Russian torpedo, but he was very slow. So go back to what I said the last game. Same thing, right? STCN looks very strong, holding their own against Rain, and then in the late game, almost as soon as you and I mentioned, oh, there's only 5 minutes left, just a switch is flipped, and all of their ships just decide to blow up.
Yeah, at the same time, in various unfortunate circumstances.
Right.
And now they're just left with a Trump with no HP, a Colbert with no HP, a Yu Yang with no HP, and a Venezia with no map control.
With soon to be no HP.
There's a Haragumo and a Montana in his face. He might be able to kill the Montana. The torpedoes are looking okay, but even if he gets that kill, like, he's not getting anything else out of this, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not making Inky just to make something, try to make something work, but...
Apparently,
there goes the
Yu
Yang.
Yang is now dead.
Alright, so who's it going to be? The Colbert, the Trump, or the Venezia? All three are spotted.
I'm going with Venezia. He's only on 3. Oh, he's no longer spotted, actually.
Yeah, he's dark, actually. It's kind of funny. Power must be in his smoke.
Blind fire.
Yeah, that was working for a bit, Trump. There we go. Let's go get a death pick of the Trump. I love now I actually have time to get to there.
Yeah, you have 10 entire seconds to figure this out.
Oh, it's so helpful.
Well, congratulations to Rain taking that series 2-0.
Yep. Got a couple people looking for games, so we'll see if there's a game 3 coming up. But so far, nothing.
So what other games is happening right now?
Winners bracket, the first set of losers bracket games are happening now. Of which, because of the forfeits, there goes that one. So really, there's only 2 other games going. Unless, yeah, Shaft 2 Osakui.